Good afternoon. Welcome to our garden. Today we're going to look at preparing a bed for carrots. Now we will not be planting this bed to carrots until next summer. They will be our fall carrots. And we have already prepared this bed by spading. We can see our worms there. Our hired help. Free hired help. We love that. See that. See our soil is quite well inhabited with worms. 30 years ago you couldn't find a worm here in this soil. It was heavy red clay. But through this process we have amended it to where it's now like this. Quite easy to work most of the time. But we spade it with our spading fork as deep as it would go. After it is spaded, we will remove all of our dandelions and other such things, as this was into a long seasoned vine crop, and a few dandelions and some perennials did get started in here. We remove them, get it ready. Then we will place some of this stuff, our black gold compost. You can never have too much compost. And for every foot, roughly, we will use a bucket of compost. So for every meter of length, we use 3 buckets of compost. In our fall application, in the spring, we will roughly work this bed a little bit. Just kind of scratch it up, plant a spring crop. When that comes out, we will again give it a light dose of compost. 1 bucket for every meter of length. Scratch it in, plant a quick maturing summer crop. And when the time is right, we'll remove our summer crop and we will give it another bucket of compost to the meter and plant our carrots. We've got to feed this soil heavy if we want production. We want to keep it in good shape. So we'll put this compost on. We have already done that down here. And then we will add a layer of these grass clippings, leaves from the lawn. We'll put a layer of that over, as we have done here already. That kind of insulates and keeps things going. Our worms can work later in the year. Our microbes can work digesting and breaking our soil down and preparing it. On top of the leaves, just a light dusting of wood ash from our cook stove. Clean wood ash. We'll make sure we're not burning anything that's painted or treated or and would have anything in it that would be detrimental to our garden. We'll put just a light dusting of that over. On top of that, we will go with just a light layer of sand. Just river sand, nothing fancy. Just enough to hold our leaves in place and help keep things moist. I will use 1 of these buckets of sand for about every 1.5 meters. These are just rough estimates. And that will put this bed to bed for the winter. This bed will lay all winter, and I said we will go through it and plant it. And next year, when we plant our carrots, we'll have a bed that is in perfect shape for those carrots to grow like the ones we've seen in the previous video. You all have a wonderful day and keep growing.